Right. Okay, hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Random Robmega here with another video. And today, I got like a mini, a mini review of a game I was playing. You know what I mean? I've been spent a lot of time with this game. Like, damn, like I was playing the heck out of it. Like, it cut me off from playing a lot of different games. Like, I had just bought Final Fantasy Remake, and then I bought this game at the same time. You know what I mean? And the game I'm talking about is Trials of Mana. Like Trials of Mana, yeah, that ad that kept popping up, that for that couple of weeks and whatever. Yeah, but this game, man, I gotta tell y'all, this game is raw. Like it is actually raw. Like but you know what I mean. I want to give y'all like a little take, like like a kind of like a mini review of the game. You know what I mean? Because I enjoyed myself when I was playing it. So uh, but yeah. So the game, you know what I mean? I first played this game. Was it the Japanese? Uh, the Japanese name of the game was Shikuzen Zetsu 3. I probably butchered the name or something like that, but hey, well, whatever. But yeah, I played this game a while ago. You know what I mean? This was back when I was heavy on emulators and stuff like that. Years ago, like over shit, like over 20 years ago. But yeah, I had played it at my friend's house, and like we were like I had downloaded it on his computer, and I was just like, wow, this is like Secret of Mana, but this is like to me, I felt like it was even better, because you could you like had more options, and you know what I mean. You had like different heroes you can choose, and then like it looked so raw, like what I mean, just for a SNES game. So yeah, I was playing that game. I was turning up. I did like the class change and all that. But like back in the day, I didn't beat it. But eventually when I grew up, I ended up beating the game. And I thought I had such a great time playing this game. I was just like, man, if they ever come out with like a remake or a remix or something, I would have to have parts. Like I needed, like it was just too turn. But yeah, like the like to me, I feel like the visuals, you know what I mean, and the music alone is just like enough to get you to want to play this game. Like I'm telling you, like the music will really get you captivated. Like you know what I mean, and it's just so fucking grand. It's just raw. You know what I mean. Let me check out what else I was going to say about this. Oh yeah, okay. So do I think this game is worth playing? Like yeah, I actually do. Like I really do. Like for people who've never played like a game like this or like a JRPG, you know what I mean? It's like a great little introduction into that type of games. You know what I mean? It's like the game is really not that difficult, but it's fun. It gives you those bases of a classic JRPG, but with like modern standards and shit. So it just looks so damn raw, and then it's complemented with the voices. You know what I mean? You can get used to the voices, but the music itself, like it's just so damn raw. Like you can really hear, like they really had like a whole orchestra playing this, OST for real, like off top. But yeah, let me get back to but let me give y'all a little bit of history on this game. The history of this game originally dropped in 1995 in Japan only on Super Nintendo. You know, boom, you know, and the name of the game was what's it called? Shiken Detsu 3. Okay. And then, it finally got an English release in 2019, like last year, on a collection of mana. This was like the first time people was able to play the game officially, you know. But if it was like somebody like me, like back in the day who was thirsty, you played the game. You was ready. didn't matter. You know, they had a fan translation. It was pretty good. I was I was fucking with it. But yeah, but you know what I mean. I was this game is just really raw. Like well, I feel like it is. Like I spent like a lot of hours in this game. It was just and just having fun. It was like I wasn't trying to rush through, or I was just wasn't trying to grind and you know what I mean, like to try to boost my characters up or just to get something like a new item or something. It wasn't nothing like that. I was just like, man, let's just play. Like you know, let me just get it in. And like you know, I felt like when I was playing this version of the game, I was like, man, I want to try to reenact what I did when I very first played the game. So I picked the same characters. You know what I mean? I picked Hawkeye as my main character. You know, and then I had the magic user Angela. You know, I had to use her because I wanted to use the spells because this game has some crazy spells. Like no way. Like, but if you don't choose a spellcaster or the you know the magician girl, you will never know. Like you will only get spells like further you get into the game, like way further down the line. But when you pick Angela, you get those spells and stuff like in the beginning. So that's like I love her. She was always my second. Like if I picked Hawkeye, Angela was my second. You know what I mean? And then the last one was like you know a hard hitter, and you know like when I very first played this game, I played with the swordsman Duran. I played with him. I was like, man, I was gonna try to really beat the game with him, but you know, I didn't really know what I was doing. Everything was in Japanese. I was like, whatever, you know. But yeah, he was really my first character. So when I played it again, I played it with Hawkeye, and then when I played it and I beat the game, I beat the game with Hawkeye. So I was like, man, let me see if I can, you know, reenact, like, see what I, like, you know, see if I can face those same bosses, that same last boss I faced, you know, when it was like that, when I felt like it was that traumatizing. Like, I felt like this shit was like, whoa, people were dying, fairies were dying, you know, everything was just like going crazy. Like I was just like, man, I have to see this. Like, you know, see this with this HD glory, and it really was like, you know, it was really some nice, you know, just nice game. Like you know, nice gameplay, nice fighting. You know what I mean? It wasn't too difficult. Like, but you could get chopped. Like I got chopped a couple times. You know what I mean? But hey, it was still fun though. Like I wanted to keep picking my Switch up because I had it on the Switch. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep picking my Switch up. Like, oh, it's time to get it in. I got to play this. And then the music, like, man, you can like the music was just so nice. So after I like beat the game, I started just find myself, you know, going on YouTube and finding like the soundtrack and just listening to some of the tracks. Just like, man, I just felt like it was just so raw. But yeah, you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. This game is just really really fun. Like, oh man, like, you know, dude, like that's like I was saying. Though I think this game is worth it. Yes, I definitely do. Like, you really are getting like the best of both worlds. You're really getting a traditional JRPG that's like, you know what I mean, that's found like with the foundation from the 90s. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a nice story. It ain't really like too dark, too light, but it's a nice story, you know what I mean? It's, you know, something that to me I feel like, you know, it's charming. You know, people, you know, might need something like that. You know what I mean? And it's not, that's what I say, it's not too difficult. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not grinding. You're not like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, struggling or anything like that. I feel like even kids can play this game too. Like, you know what I mean? A kid with a nice little brain who can read and figure stuff out. I feel like this wouldn't be a bad game for them. Like, you know what I mean? You know, like it's, to me, I feel like this game is really for the people who really haven't played it. You know what I mean? When they dropped this game in 1995, they didn't. We didn't get a re-release until 2019. That's like 25 years later before anybody could really even officially get their hands on this game. So man, the shit was good, man. It was just like to me, since I guess fanboying it up. I thought it was like this game was like beautiful. Like after I beat the game, I just like sat there for a minute, just like and even the credits of this game just were just man. You really just felt like man. You really just felt like wow, like damn, that was a journey. That was a journey. And then it's like with your fingers starting to itch, like you know what I mean? It's like, damn, you want more. And that's the brilliance of this game. You could get more. You can choose a whole new team. That's what I'm saying. It's 6 characters you can choose from, 6 heroes. You can choose a whole new team and beat the game in a whole new way. And then oh yeah, it's another thing you have like class changes in this game. So and it's like based in the light and the dark. So you can choose a light path or a dark path, and then you know what I mean, and get different character, like different. Well, develop your character differently through, what I mean, the class changes. So you can beat the game one way, the complete dark way, and then go back and do it the light way. It's just man, this game is just so like nice. Like just to me, I feel with the replay value, like you can really go in like that, like oh my gosh. And then like, oh, man, this game is just so nice. It's just like they really did a good job with trying to reimagine this old school SNES game. Like they really did a fucking good job. But yeah, alright man. So I guess I'm gonna have to give y'all my final thoughts. Alright, my final thoughts on the game is like you really just gotta try it. You gotta give it a try. It's like a nice game. Like a lot of people really didn't get a chance to play this. Like and it's like they really put a lot of work into this game. Like it's just a lot of work. Like just through the visuals, through the the voice acting. Like you can pick like in Japanese or in English. You know what I mean? A lot of people it's like sketchy on the English. Like I don't know, they don't sound right. Like come on, man. Like you just gotta give it a chance. Like sheesh. Like damn, they trying to bring back something that's like 25 years old. Like man, and to me, I really feel like they did a good job. Like man, like if I thought like this is what these people like what they look like in my imagination from back then, they really put a good job doing that. Like oh my gosh, like this game is just so raw. Like and then if you really like the old school feel of it, you can go back and change the music back into the original music, like the original SNES music. You can do that. Like that, to me, that was just so raw. You know what I mean? They give you so many options and stuff. But you know what I mean? That's cool that you can do that. But she's like, to me, I feel like give it a chance. Like, damn, I like the remix music. Like, it's a lot of it sounds like even better. It's like they add more to it, especially when they add the real instruments to it, or they add like the voices to it. You know what I mean? You really find yourself rocking some of this stuff. I told you, after I beat the game, I started going back and re-listening to the music, like, cause it was just that good. And then it's like, you know, after you beat the game, I guess it is some post-game stuff, so you can do more after you beat the game, or like I said, you can start a new game with a new character. I I had to turn this game off though. Like it was like if I would have continued, I would have just kept playing it. This would have been the only thing I'm playing. Like, and sheesh, I got like so many other games that I want to beat and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. But you know what I mean. It is what it is. You know what I mean. It is what it is. But yeah, this was just my little take on Trials of Mana. But if you like this type of videos, be sure to like and subscribe. This is a random Robmega. And I'll see you next time. Robmega out.